Hey, what's up guys, it's Renaldo here. So this video is going to focus on the fact that there won't be a 0.5% VAT increase thanks to the EFF and the DA's court case, and no other political party should be praised because all of them voted in favor of the VAT increase. Even to an extent, the DA was happy with the 1 percentage point VAT increase over the next 2 years if the ANC was willing to compromise on other things. And when that didn't happen, then they went, okay, no, we are going to take you to court and we don't want a VAT increase. Now, with that being said, as much as we can thank the DA and the EFF unfortunately has come out now with an alternative recommendation of where this money should come from that would have been received in order to make the books balance. You know, the shortage of, I think, 24 billion rand with the VAT increase that's now gone away. Their recommendation now is an apartheid tax. Listen.
There's apartheid inheritance. Introduce apartheid tax of everybody who inherited wealth in this country during apartheid, when you know what happened to our people. That will give you far much more money than the 28 billion we're looking for.
That's right. So the EFF has come out and they've made a recommendation that there should be an apartheid tax in South Africa because apparently there are still millions of people that directly benefited from apartheid in South Africa. I don't know where they come up with this nonsense, but there is an article on it. So let's delve a little bit more in detail and see if they actually tell us why there should be an apartheid tax and what their beliefs of this is. Alright, so as you can see at Times Live did an article saying introduce apartheid tax instead of a VAT hike. That's according to the EFF. They say EFF Treasurer General Ompihle Matwa has suggested options for the government to raise revenue instead of increasing value-added tax, also known as VAT. These include introducing what the party called an apartheid tax, targeting people who inherited wealth during the era of oppression. The tax, Matwa said, would offset the proposed 0.5% percentage point VAT hike that has caused friction in the government of national unity. That will give you far more money than the 28 billion they're looking for, she said. And then it continues talking about other options. So, yeah, the EFF wants to implement apartheid tax. Now, I'm not sure how exactly this is going to work because where do you draw the line? Is there an age limit? Is there a year limit? Is there a monetary limit? Because there aren't really any beneficiaries left of apartheid. Yes, there were a handful of people that really got super rich, but they are either dead already, and the family that they've left behind has got nothing to do with apartheid. And now you want to punish these people for them not having a hand in apartheid, but receiving generational wealth. In that case, shouldn't we then tax everybody for generational wealth? Over that period. I mean, look, Herman Mashaba made millions of rands during apartheid. Now, are you going to also impact him with the apartheid tax, or is it only white people? You see, there's no clear indication, but we know the EFF, and they will probably implement this on white people. And it will be a blanket approach, irrespective of whether the white person actually benefited from apartheid's legacy or not. It's just so confusing. The fact also is that, South Africans, the very wealthy, pay up to 45% tax. Then they pay VAT, they pay company tax, they pay all the various forms of tax that's already hindering them. And a lot of very wealthy people are just deciding to leave this country because there's no benefit for the tax that they pay. I mean, if you look at the amount of tax that you pay, do you get bang for your buck? Do you get service delivery? Do you get the things that you are paying for? I mean, I'm highly doubtful that you do. But now the EFF wants to implement another race-based tax. So if you are white, then you are going to pay more. It is absolutely absurd. 31 years into our democracy, people still want to come with race-based taxation. And they want to hide it through the apartheid name, because as soon as you stick apartheid on anything, then it's acceptable. Because, hey, apartheid was an atrocious system, and even 31 years later, the country is in a poorer state than what it was during apartheid when it comes to infrastructure, violent crime, unemployment. But yet, some magic wand with the Apartheid tax will fix all of this. Because, hey, rich people don't leave the country when they get taxed into oblivion. No, they stay here and suck it up. Yeah, right. So you can make the suggestion of the Apartheid tax, but I can bet you that the majority of people that would probably fall into that bracket, if you had to look at generational wealth, etc., they will just leave the country. And then you won't get tax out of them. It goes from 45% to 0% because now they've left. And then the tax pool gets smaller, and the people that need money and the government that needs money to render services, that gets bigger and bigger. So ultimately you end up with a system where you want to tax the people that are already taxed to death some more. You want to add racial tax, which doesn't make sense. And eventually you end up with a system where it collapses because 28 million people can't be fed by the 7 million people that pay their taxes. It's going to be a shit show if this continues. And especially if this racial taxation is going to kick in that the EFF wants, it's not going to end well. Once again, a super cock idea by the EFF, but that is what the EFF does. Especially when you are focused on race all the time, then eventually you only come up with cock ideas. So let's see how this goes, because we just circumvented the VAT increase, but now the EFF is coming with the other genius idea of Apartheid tax. No age limit, no money limit, no transfer limit or anything like that. Just a blanket approach for white people in this country. Just another thing to add to the 142 race-based laws that we have in this country. Well done, South Africa. Well done. And that's pretty much all I got to say. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. Please smash that like button. Also, please share this video far and wide on WhatsApp and other social media platforms, because that's the only way my message gets out there. And lastly, if you support me on this channel, then please consider becoming a member. You can do so by clicking the join button below. And that's all I got to say. Till later, cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. My massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. My massacre.